This is the strangest euphonium mouthpiece in my collection. It is a handmade, wooden, asymmetric euphonium mouthpiece. See, a couple of years ago, I was browsing Etsy, which is not something that I do, but I came across this guy in France who was selling handmade wooden tuba mouthpieces. I reached out to him and asked if he made euphonium mouthpieces as well, and he made this for me based roughly on the inner dimensions of a Denniswick 4AL, which is roughly similar to my standard size euphonium mouthpiece. I received this sometime in 2019 and promptly lost it. I found this again recently and played it for the first time on a live stream and actually discovered that it was brilliant. It's designed to be played with the high points, so the rim is sort of contoured like that, and it's designed with that so that it follows your mouth, so it sort of wraps around the front of your mouth. This is unlike some other asymmetric mouthpieces like the wedge, where the contour goes and follows the front of your mouth like that. And the curvature on this is more prominent than it is on the wedge, and it's played in a very different way. Two things that I like about this mouthpiece. Number one, it's not made out of metal. It doesn't get as cold as metal mouthpieces do, and it doesn't feel like it's sucking all of the warmth out of my face. It's comfortable to play in a cold environment. Second thing I like is that it, because of some element of its design, it enables me to have a lot more control over the amplitude of my vibration, my vibrato. I have a lot more control over the vibrato, and I can make the sound. I've got more flexibility to make my instrument sound the way that I'd like it to do. Very good for expressive playing. Two things that I don't like about this mouthpiece. The first, it absorbs moisture. It takes the moisture from your breath, any liquids or anything that it comes into contact with, and it seems to soak up into the mouthpiece itself. I'm concerned that it means that this mouthpiece might rot if you don't look after it carefully. That's one thing that concerns me. Second thing is that during the process of finishing this, the creator of it bathes it in a beeswax sort of substance. That doesn't taste very nice on your on your lips when you come into contact with it, but also as you play it and as the mouthpiece warms up, that beeswax tends to soften and it makes the mouthpiece become a little bit sticky on your face, and that can be a little bit weird to get used to. So I wanted to do a video on this after I sort of encountered what it was like when I actually finally got around to playing it for the first time. However, according to the guy's Etsy page, he's now taking a break. I don't know if that's a permanent break or just a brief break, but I've copied the link down below in case he ever does start making these again. Thank you for watching.